What up, Rafflators? Welcome back to my channel. Here we are back at Conversation 3 and Rupert Craig Highway here at the Atlantic Ocean. So that's the Atlantic Ocean on Tuesday morning, Tuesday the 3rd of October 2023. What I want to do is to show you what's happening with this project. This is widening of the road from Conversation 3, that is at Rupert Craig Highway, all the way down to Prashad Nagar. This is the main access to Prashad Nagar. I've done a couple of videos on Prashad Nagar. You should go check those out, where I show you the Prashad Nagar is just like Atlanta, the suburbs of Atlanta, in terms of people coming back here and building homes that they have lived in while they were in North America and Europe. But this is what I want to show you. I want to show you what's happening with this project and what it really means. So they're actually widening this road. They've built retaining walls. I've shown you this before. They've built retaining walls on both sides of this road, and now they're backfilling, right? They're filling in the space between the walls in preparation for building a paved road that looks like it's going to be like a 4-lane road, hopefully with bicycle paths and sidewalks, because it is part of a residential neighborhood. On the west side of the neighborhood, that is Bel Air Gardens, and on the east side, that's Bel Air Springs. So let's take a walk down this road construction project and see what is happening. So that's Rupert Craig Highway heading east. Probably should build an overpass here for people wanting to cross. And that's Rupert Craig Highway, traffic heading west into Georgetown. So the good thing about these walks is that it allows me to take a granular look, a very close-up look at the construction process. And here you can see this is a retaining wall on the south side. On the west side, build a retaining wall and a culvert. We've actually seen this project from the beginning, and this is where it's at. They're now backfilling the wall on both sides. Right, this is the retaining wall on the east side, and they've basically reclaimed a lot of the land. And they're actually going to build a concrete a box drain to replace what was a trench. So this is what they're doing. They're backfilling the space between the retaining wall and the what used to be the road, and reclaiming a lot of the land so that they can build a wider road. And this is going to extend all the way down through to Prashad Nagar. This is the entrance to Bel Air Springs. Still haven't gotten a chance to review some of the homes or the construction, the changes in Bel Air Springs. We're going to do that in future. But this is what construction work looks like. Here, they've built this retaining wall since the last time I was here, and they've completed the other one. So on the other side, this wall was partially completed the last time I reviewed this section, this neck of the woods. But this is what it is now. The project is on the way to completion. It looks like it's going to be another several months perhaps by the end of the year we probably should see some significant progress towards completion, at least of this section. But what is interesting is that this road is meant to extend all the way down through Prashad Nagar. Well, it runs beside Prashad Nagar, you know, at the south end. It runs beside Prashad Nagar and Campbellville on the west side of the road. Once we get further down, we'll probably see it in this video. That's the entrance to Bel Air Gardens. Still haven't done a review of Bel Air Gardens yet, but we'll get to it eventually. But this is what is happening in this neck of the woods. The plan is to make a wider road from Compensation Tree all the way down through Prashad Nagar. On the way there, we're going to pass that entrance towards Dr. Chetty Jagan's official house, the house he lived in, his personal property that is still in the family, that is still in possession of the family. And we'll see what happens since the last time we were here, so see if they've actually made any improvements or any plans for the property. But this is what it looks like at this point. This is a train line road, also referred to as Line Top Road. So there's a traffic light at this intersection. And they actually make it a one-way road in the mornings. But here's the plan. The plan is in fact to make this entire road wider all the way through to Prashad Nagar. That is the plan that's emerging, and so what they've done so far is so if you look down this line, they've actually made these drains into box drains, covered drains, and they've reclaimed the parapet, the land beside the drain. All of that, of course, is going to eventually be converted into road. So if you look straight down this level, this line, it is continuous with the retaining wall on the other side all the way to Conversation Tree. So it seems as if they're going to widen this road consistently all the way out over that intersection to Prashad Nagar. Now we're in Blackgazette. In fact, that's Blackgazette on the west side, right on the west side of this road, and on the east side I think this is called Plantation Bel Air on the east side. And in fact, in Plantation Bel Air is where Dr. Chetty Jagan's official family home, which he built himself after he returned to Guyana. That's where it's located. The last time we saw it, it was in an abandoned state, but had the potential to become an important monument, still in possession of the family. We're going to take a look at it. So here's what's happening with infrastructure development. Right, they're widening this road. They're gonna have to move all of these lamp posts, I suppose, to make the road wider. That is the other side, the west side, and they're reclaiming this land. Now it seems as if the shape of the road changes, gets somewhat narrower at this point. So I observed they're covering this drain. They're gonna make this a covered drain, and you can see the rebar and the steel work that is already being laid out to cover this drain all the way out to Conversation Tree. That's the entrance to Stone Avenue. We've actually done a walk down Stone Avenue before, but I just want to show you a brief update on what's happening here. So this is the road work that's being done here on the other side, Plantation Bel Air, Blackazite, and eventually Prashad Nagar and Campbellville. So this is the intersection at which the village, the names of the communities, the district changes, and as you can see, it's probably going to become a divided highway as they're building on both sides of this train. So on this side it becomes, yeah man, yeah. So this is the entrance to the official residence of Dr. Chetty Jagan. I'm going to take a look at that in a little bit. But here is continuation of this road work. So it goes all the way down, as you can see, it goes all the way down besides Prashad Nagar. All the way down besides Prashad Nagar. You have Prashad Nagar on the east side and Campbellville on the west side, and the road works continue. So that's what's happening here, guys. That's what's happening with this road construction project, giving you a bit of an update on what's going on here. It seems as if this road is going to continue, right? See, if you look all the way out to the seawall where we came from, you see it's continuous with the clearing of this path. It seems as if this road is going to continue all the way down here. They might divide it, but this is some reserve land on which they haven't really built any homes, and extends for another half a mile or so. But it's going to present or provide a kind of dual carriageway, like a 4-lane highway into Prashad Nagar, which you have on the east side. Take a look at that in a minute. But just to bring you up to date on what's happening, this is some of the infrastructure work that's happening in Georgetown, in the suburbs. This used to be the suburbs of Georgetown. You can see cows on the streets. Tells you that it's actually once was outside of the city limits. And dogs, as usual, ubiquitous everywhere. So that's it, guys. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. This is what's happening here with infrastructure development beside Prashad Nagar, and eventually from the Rupert Craig Highway. It's going to provide a wide road entering Prashad Nagar, similar to Sheriff Street. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. Let's see what's happening in Plantation Bel Air with the Chetty Jagan residence in the next video. Later!